time, evolution and biological intelligence. Time is expansion, is a dimension that we all pass through. In this moving picture, you can see that space is expanding as the universe is expanding, and matter or mass is expanding at a slightly different rate than the space between the particles, and this can explain gravity. Brian Cox explains that the Big Bang happened everywhere that is in existence now. This context challenges the way that we all think at present. Time is a dimension that commands everything because all activities, every activity takes time. Every movement is changes occurring in a period of time. An explosion is a sudden expansion that compresses time and changes the state of matter from solid to liquid to gas to plasma in an instant that is out of sync with its surrounding environment. When we look backward in time, the images appear smaller. The act of looking is a biological function that records observations in our brain. Telescopes are instruments that magnify images that our eyes sense and our brains record. Stephen Hawking cones of events explains the passage of time beginning at the point and expanding into many points. Individuals' brains record events as a linear series of points that meet at the apex of the past cone and the future of the potential future of the next cone. Mathematics is full of approximations because it is based on hypotheses such as calculus, logarithms, and quantum mechanics. Every movement is changes occurring during a period of time. If time does not pass, action is not possible. Living organisms, such as humans, have evolved over millions of years through mutations and extinction, using available energy from the Big Bang, expansion, time. Expansion is the release of energy and energy is consumed by action. An explosion is a sudden expansion that compresses time and changes the state of matter from solid to liquid to gas to plasma in an instant that is out of sync with its surrounding environment. This picture is a pathetic attempt to illustrate this in 2 dimensions. We have to imagine this and visualize time as expansion. These pictures are hopefully a guide. Time starts again immediately after an explosion at the apex of another cone of events. The energy released at the point causes particles and the space between them to move away from each other during slices of time. Slices of time can be recorded as photographs that are the result of chemicals reacting to photons. We must understand energy, what it is, and how to measure and control it efficiently as our own bodies, the hives of bees or hills of termites. This illustration is the best science could do to explain it and gives free energy. This should be studied and understood. Competition is a problem in society as it blocks communications that would share knowledge and enhance understanding. People have attached value to knowledge and use it as possession. It is labelled IP, intellectual property, and has been built into a capital asset. Knowledge is now traded in the capitalist system, and this has enabled moneylenders to control science, engineering, and the advance of comfort, safety, and security. Information and ideas resulting from the study of corrosion control and decomposition are used by politicians as items of monetary value to be controlled. Science and technology have developed their own languages and codes that necessitate students to communicate in a way not understood by the community at large. This picture is an example of scientific notation. In scientific notation, Greek letters are used in equations, and in technology, words like software, architecture, and algorithms are used to confuse rather than clarify. In maths, they have invented special numbers to describe ideas that cannot be expressed with widely used numbering systems. Instead of coordinating our understanding, competition has resulted in the science of explosions being used to murder and destroy, and no regard is given to the advantages of the peaceful use of this expanding energy source. The problem is that we are functioning under the control of man-made rules-based order. During the 3 nails experiment, we can measure the electrical energy in periods of time. Observing a potted rose in my kitchen window, I can see changes over a period of time. In the first picture you can see the blooming rose, and then you can see the chemicals which are being used to cause that, to bring that rose bloom into being. And then you can see the fallen leaves which are starting to decompose, and these in the next pot show that they are part of the recycling that the plant is achieving through the mechanism of biological intelligence. And the third, the end picture, of course, is the complete plant, which is actually growing and thinking biologically. The rose grows as a result of chemical reactions that consume energy. We know this because chilling slows the growth in the same way that putting fruit and veg in the fridge shows the decomposition. This all illustrates how primitive our global community is in our science and engineering by comparison to nature. We must function within the universal laws of nature, and to do this we must study and learn how energy has been harnessed by organisms during millions of years of evolution. We must be able to apply this understanding for the benefit of the community, including ourselves.